Mar-A-Lago was raided? What? What? Trump in statement says Mar-a-Lago's under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. Wait, what? No way. What is happening? These are dark times for our nation. As my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. Dark Brandon is coming after me. Nothing like this has ever happened to a president of the United States before. After working and cooperating with the relevant government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate. It is prosecutorial misconduct, the weaponization of the justice system, and an attack by radical left Democrats who desperately don't want me to run for president in 2024, especially based on recent polls, which, by the way, he's been getting hammered in the polls. DeSantis is doing better than him, and he's really bent about that, which is why he keeps talking about the polls. Such an assault could only take place in a broken third world country. Sadly, America has now become one of those countries. Corrupt at a level not seen before. They even broke into my safe. What is the difference between this and Watergate, where operatives broke into the Democratic National Committee? Here, in reverse, Democrats broke into the home of the 45th President of the United States. That's awesome. Isn't it wonderful when Donald Trump 3 days ago said, like, we should use the law enforcement authorities to, like, mass execute drug dealers, okay, with a swift trial or no trial at all. And then, like, the moment that the law enforcement community comes after him, he's like, I'm a prison abolitionist. No-knock raids without warrants are being conducted on my home. Unbelievable. Defund the police. Damn, he wrote a lot, dude. He wrote like whole pages. I don't want to read all this. I can't read all this, but it is pretty funny.
Absolutely stunning. I'm absolutely stunned. I'm stunned that it's happening so quickly, and I'm stunned that it's happening at all. Searching the premises of the president's residence is absolutely unprecedented. But keep in mind, this could only happen if a judge found probable cause to believe that evidence of a crime will be found there. Well, first, to get a warrant, usually you have to have developed probable cause, which
we already read the Trump statement.
Months and months of investigation. That builds a record. Then a federal agent swears out an affidavit in great detail. It may be 10, 20 pages long, detailing all of the evidence thus far in the investigation that they believe supports probable cause to search the premises. That is, that there will be evidence of a specific crime found there. Not just any old crime, but crimes they've been investigating for which they believe they have probable cause. They then have to take that to a judge in the district where the property is located. So that would be the Southern District of Florida. In a case of this magnitude, the approvals will go all the way to the Attorney General himself. This would not happen without his absolute approval.
What do you think they're going to actually find at Mar-a-Lago? Would Trump and his cronies be dumb enough to take FedEx boxes worth of indictable materials and drag them to his house?
Yes, I hope.
We used to say in my former office, we don't catch the smart ones. People do all kinds of things because they are either too foolish to understand the consequences or too arrogant to believe anybody will ever
the
look
fact
for
that
them.
they opened the safe implies that they had the fattest of fucking warrants, okay? Like, you can't just literally open up a safe even during a regular raid. It means that they knew that there was material inside of that safe, or at least had reasonable suspicion for important evidence to be trapped inside of that fucking safe that a federal judge allowed them to go through. If that is, of course, if Donald Trump is saying what Donald Trump is saying is correct.
But we know this. It is somebody who is close to former President Trump, and we know that a judge has found probable cause that a specific crime it has either been committed or is being committed, and that evidence of that crime exists on the premises at Mar-a-Lago.
Not just on the premises, remember, inside of his safe, okay? That's actually huge. This is a pretty fucking big deal. Yes, dude. Are you insane? Yes, chatter. When the former president is under federal investigation for his personal involvement in the insurrection attempt, the failed insurrection attempt of January 6th, and then the FBI raids his home, yes, that is a pretty big fucking deal. I mean, even if it's nothing, even if it's a nothing burger, which it isn't, it is a big deal. It's fucking awesome content. Because, I mean, goddamn, that's great. Like, that doesn't happen ever. I'm not going to lie. This is the most excited I've been since Trump got COVID. Like, literally.
And I will note in his statement, Aaron, he's very critical of Democrats. He says Democrats desperately don't want him to run for president in 2024. He is indicating that he believes this is politically motivated. I will note, he says it was a large number of FBI agents that were at Mar-A-Lago today. He did pick the current FBI director, Chris Wray. It's a decision he said many times that he regrets, but it is an FBI director that was handpicked by Trump and put into that position.
Fake friends all around me. All right, we're moving on. We're going to look at what the fucking Hogalinas are saying. Jesse Waters responds to the Mar-a-Lago FBI raid. Take a look at what he had to say about it. This is breaking news on the Fox News side. Let's take a look. Oh, my God.
We were told that the FBI wasn't going to get involved in any politically charged search warrants, investigations, announcements, indictments before an election. We were told that. I mean, remember what they did with the crooked situation with the server. They made all sorts of announcements then. They investigated the Trump campaign then. You saw what they did in October by covering up the laptop. And now they're gonna send agents into Mar-a-Lago before the midterm election. This is not what we were told the FBI was going to do, especially, Dana, on the heels of what we just did at the top of the show, when we just laid out how
So fucked up of the FBI to, you know, go through and conduct a criminal investigation into our big, beautiful president. It's so fucked up. They're not supposed to do that to us. You know, that's not supposed to happen. They gave us assurances that that was not supposed to happen. That's fucked up.
What about Hunter Biden's business dealings with the Democratic Republic of Congo in acquiring for China a huge cobalt mine that's going to be instrumental with rare earth elements in EVs? That's a whole other subject. How much does this family stand to make from the Green New Deal? We should be talking about these issues instead of trying to settle the score of somebody like Hillary Clinton and Democrats who are still enraged.
Hillary Clinton? What the fuck does Hillary have to do with this? They're saying Dark Brandon couldn't have done this on his own. It must have been Hill Dog controlling the strings. The White House did not get a heads up, by the way. The White House did not get a heads up. That's awesome. White House official says, we did not have notice of the reported action and would refer you to the Justice Department for any additional information, the office tells me. And the Department of Justice is declining to comment. Love that. For the Fox News viewers, the director of the FBI who approved the raid on Trump's home was appointed by him 5 years ago this week. That's awesome. That's fire.
All right, Buck Sexton, thank you so much for joining us on this really scary evening.
Scary.
Let's go to Dan Bongino, the host of Unfiltered on Saturday nights. Dan, your quick emotional reaction. I think everyone's a little emotional here.
Third world bullshit. I mean, every word of that. I don't care that it's cable news. I was a federal agent. I raised my right hand.
Give me
and
more!
I swore to protect states, and I love this country.
I'm
this
smoking on it.
We don't live in Cuba. We don't live under Kim Jong-un. We live in a constitutional republic, a representative democracy. You have a bunch of FBI agents raiding the home of a former president because they don't like his politics? Are you kidding me? You spent this whole show, Jeremy, to
so good.
fabricate a
It's
story
so rewarding.
that Hunter Biden is having sex on tape while doing crack. And what does he do?
Wait, I don't get it. Like, why are they so mad, bro? Hunter Biden is goated. Get mad at Hunter Biden all you want. Last time I checked, Hunter Biden was not the president. So what's up?
All I'm telling you is you cannot tell me we still live in a constitutional republic and not the freaking third world when you have Hillary Clinton paying foreign agents to interfere with an election, people lying under oath repeatedly, Hunter Biden doing.
The best part is, like, arrest her too. Oh my God, go ahead, make my day. Oh, dude, can you imagine how sweet that would be?
They're in Mar-a-Lago. We have now got to win in 2022. You have no choice now, folks. Oh, we don't like the swampy Republicans. I don't like them either. Republicans may not be the solution to your problems, but Democrats are certainly the cause of all your problems right now. If there was ever a clarion call to remove your ass from the seat and go vote in 2022, this is it. This is freaking embarrassing. There should be a massive house cleaning. And I'm telling you, please, God, I am begging you to vote in 2022, or you might not recognize this place afterwards.
I think people are going to flood.
That's great. They're like flailing and doing, just go out to vote, sweaty. I love that. No, that's great. They're like turning into the Democrats. The moment the Democrats, or the moment that like anyone takes action against the Republicans, they start flailing around and turning into like libs. They're like, please just vote. Vote harder.
The left thinks this is hilarious.
It
if
is?
you doubt me, just go to any of their goofy platforms, Twitter or elsewhere right now. They think this is
Twitch.tv/HasanAbi. Say it. Say it.
You know what?
Jesse, the New York Times reports the search, according to two people familiar with the investigation, appears to be focused on material that Mr. Trump had brought with him to Mar-A-Lago, his private club and residence, after he left the White House. Those boxes contained many pages of classified documents, according to a person familiar with their contents. The New York Times reports Mr. Trump delayed returning 15 boxes of material.
Like, here's the thing. I don't even give a fuck about the contents of the material. I don't even care if it's like, it's a nothing burger. The fact that they're flailing and it makes them so mad and it makes them so sad that like their big, beautiful boy got raided is enough. That's great. I'm happy. I'll take it. That's a gift. Don't assume that he's going to jail or anything, which would be super sick if that happened, obviously. But like, it's awesome. It's awesome that like this happened and it's just like, he's very upset about it. That's great.
Didn't Hillary Clinton have classified documents in her house? The FBI didn't raid her house and kick down the door in Chappaqua. A lot of those documents were destroyed. Others were handed over in a negotiated settlement. I don't understand why he gets a different type of treatment than Hillary Clinton. And you said something before, well, you know, a federal judge had to have signed off on it. Well, we got judges that signed off on those warrantless wiretaps on the campaign, and those judges were misled. They were given misleading documents, forged documents, and that was all based on information that was fraudulent.
I'm not gonna lie, the butter emails not hitting as hard as it used to. You know what I mean? Gonna be hard to like swing this back to Benghazi in 2022. Not to toot my own horn, but this still goes back to how expedient Dark Brandon is. Donald Trump took 4 years to fail to prosecute Hillary Clinton for the crimes of Benghazi or her being like annoying or whatever. Whereas Dark Brandon raided Donald Trump's home in 2. This is just good politics. Dark Brandon, rise up. I thought this meme was dead this morning, and right now it's very much alive. I just don't get it. Like, why did he take all the classified information and put it in his fucking safe? I mean, you shouldn't have done that, right? Like, like, why are they upset about this? They're like, oh, well, it's fucked up. How are they able to do that thing that they're able to do? So fucked up that they're able to do such a thing.
Fox News alert. Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight. I am Will Kane in for Tucker. We begin with this Fox News.
Wait, Tucker's not on tonight? No shot. Does it have anything to do with Tucker Carlson shitting himself scared that his Alex Jones text may leak? Shut the fuck up. No way. No way. Oh, dude. What the fuck is going on? Okay, so everyone is confirming this. FBI, AP source confirms FBI search at Mar-A-Lago was related to whether Trump took classified information from the White House. So there it is. So yeah, it is because he was dumb enough to like fucking take classified information from the White House and hide it in Mar-A-Lago in a fucking safe. Friend of the show, Chelsea Manning, says everyone in government does this, by the way. I mean, it's kind of like Hillary Clinton's private email server, right? Like, I mean, she went fucking brazy with it, but it's certainly something that even Mike Pence and the Trump administration unironically did immediately after hitting Hillary Clinton in the head over it. But for me, it's awesome. Like, I do personally think that this is great that it's happening regardless. Oh my God. Oh my God. Marjorie Taylor Greene, folks, after tweeting the upside down American flag, she says, defund the FBI. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I love that the FBI didn't lose credibility for like fucking up in defending the country from 9/11. I love that the FBI didn't lose credibility when they like under the Obama administration consistently fucking targeted like autistic Muslim teenagers to make it seem like they were doing terror attacks. They didn't lose credibility for any of those things. The surveillance state kept getting beefier and beefier. But finally, God forbid they go after Donald Trump one fucking time. Then it's like, oh, the FBI lost all credibility, folks. Real fucking bad. Wait. Stop. The FBI notified the Secret Service that a warrant would be executed and the Secret Service facilitated access to Florida Trump property as fellow federal agents, but did not take part in the investigation or search. Bro, as Donald Trump can't ever feel safe around Secret Service no longer. You can't. They let him in? Dude, of course they let him in. Oh, that's so good. Oh my God, the story keeps getting better. Oh, fuck me. The story keeps getting fucking better. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Before Congress about the resource.
150 Secret Service agents, 300 faces. Yes, dude. No friends in the industry, okay? Surrounded by fake friends. Do you see that? Dude, fallen. The president has fallen. The real president. Surrounded by fucking fake friends, dude. Conservatives, this is your fucking villain, dude? Is this the antagonist? Is this your opponent, conservatives? Y'all fucking lost to this man? He can't even he can't even work his way through a blazer, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Owned by a fucking basically rotting corpse. Can't even put his fucking jacket on. For the record, if they actually don't find anything in there after getting a warrant to search even his fucking safe, then it is a gigantic L and basically like a Jim Comey style helping, Jim Comey style boost for Donald Trump to line himself up as someone who is politically persecuted by the highest law enforcement authorities. So they better fucking have an indictment. The FBI better have, or the federal government must have an indictment coming after this. Because if they don't, oh my God, what a gigantic fuck up.
That are supposed
The
to be
hogs
given to
have
the
made it.
archives,
Alert,
and you
alert.
find-
The hogs have made it to the Mar-A-Lago. The hogs are out there protesting the Florida raid. The FBI raid. The hogs have made it, folks. See, me and the Fox News producer have the same brain rot. Look at that. Immediately, they moved over to the fucking hogs outside of Mar-a-Lago too. You see that? Same brain rot, baby.
Well, it just shows the politicization of the FBI and under a completely weak director, Christopher Wray, who was...
I just don't understand why they're like legitimately... I mean, I guess I do understand it, but it is kind of funny that they are saying that like Donald Trump... Like, they're openly mentioning why they did the raid. They're openly mentioning what they were looking for. Obviously, even Fox News' own legal counsel is, like, stating that they must have had pretty solid evidence to go and execute a search warrant like this, especially on a former president, which is unheard of, right? So for all of this to happen, like, there's something out there, right? So what the fuck are you trying to spin it on? You're like, oh, this is political. It's so unacceptable. It's political. It's like, bro, he did fucking break the law. You know what I mean? Especially if they were like subpoenaing those documents and Trump refused to give it, like, what do you expect them to do? Like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Isn't opening safes pretty normal in a situation like this? Not necessarily. You need additional evidence, or you need to bring proof that the evidence that you're looking for is very likely in that safe. Like, for example, when raids happen, when no-knock raids happen, oftentimes, if you don't have a specific warrant for the specific safe that you're mentioning, even probable cause on the scene is not going to be enough. Like, you need to get a separate warrant. Oftentimes they'll do a raid. They'll literally go back to the fucking federal judge, or they go back to the judge and they say, hey, there's a safe in the house. We need to open it. Can you give us an additional warrant? They had to have convinced a judge ahead of time, knowing full well that there was a fucking safe in there. The raid is news, but breaking archival law isn't new. I think breaking archival law isn't new. I think Reagan, Clinton, and Bush's son did too, from memory, at the end of their presidency. Certainly, which is why I think that breaking archival law alone is not going to be enough for them to conduct a raid like this. Like, it seems fucking insane that they would do a raid like this that is unprecedented, specifically because like Donald Trump broke archival law. You know what I mean? That's bullshit. So let's see. Oh, Donald Trump's fighting. Donald Trump spotted. Donald Trump spotted. Donald Trump spotted. Folks, Donald Trump spotted at Trump Tower in New York. Let's take a look. Somebody asked him apparently what his feelings are on the matter of the FBI overreaching, overstepping, attacking this man for being a big, bold, brave, and beautiful patriot.
Mr. Trump, can we get your reaction to the raid? Mr. Trump, can we get your reaction to the raid, sir?
Well, he's surrounded by other Secret Service members. I'm just saying, he is surrounded by other Secret Service members, which is, of course, quite suspicious, considering what we know about the Secret Service and how they open the fucking doors. Lara Trump appears on Fox News as it covers the Mar-a-Lago search, saying she has talked to her father-in-law and he's shocked as anybody. She calls it an attempt to hurt him, as he's going to announce any day that he's running for president in 2024. Donald Trump Jr. says, Biden's out of control. DOJ is ripping this country apart. With how they're openly targeting their political enemies, this is what you happen to see. This is what happens in third world banana republics. Will someone from Fox News just call Trump and ask him what the FBI took from Mar-a-Lago? Because I'm positive people just spell it out for someone. Just let him talk for an hour. Yeah, I mean, he did, though. We already know what it is. We already know exactly what it is. It's the 15 boxes of documents that they are referencing. Attorney General Garland says, preserve your documents and clear your calendar. I've seen enough. The Department of Justice has reached an intolerable state of weaponized politicization. When Republicans take back the House, we will conduct immediate oversight of this department, follow the facts, and leave no stone unturned. Attorney General Garland, preserve your documents and clear your calendar. Love that. Yeah, they're trying to use this as a rallying cry. But here's the problem. Republicans are very good at tying back things that only impact the wealthy all the way to the dumb motherfuckers who don't even have dentures in, okay, that desperately need it in areas in a state of disrepair. It's not, they don't have enough time to be like, oh, the FBI investigating Donald Trump for, files that they refused to fucking send over to the FBI is just like you. Like, it's just like you. They'll come after you too. It's like, that's not the same. I don't even think the January 6th prosecution has had a clear cut through line that targets or impacts like average Republicans in some meaningful capacity, because they originally started off by claiming that it was like Antifa. You know what I mean? They would have you're right. They would have an easier time saying this is revenge for Roe v. Wade. Well, actually, no, not Roe v. Wade, because the Roe v. Wade is not that popular. They would have an easier time saying like this is because, we're prosecuting gay teachers or some shit. This is because we owned all the 14-year-old trans girls that dared to swim at a swim meet. Like, they don't have enough. That's why they're scrambling right now for a good talking point that cuts through the fucking noise. You know what I mean? Because they don't have anything good right now. Like, they're kind of cooked. That's why they're saying like, oh, well, what about Hunter Biden? What about Hunter Biden? Like, it doesn't really matter.
I don't think you use search warrants and prosecutions to go after political enemies. I've just written a whole book on that called The Price of Principle, where I go into the whole issue of why you don't use partisan considerations to go after political enemies. That's what happens in banana republics. That's what happens in third world countries.
And today, Eric Trump is with us.
Eric Trump alert! Yes!
I don't know. They'll probably find a note from me telling him how proud I am of him and what a great job he was doing as president. They might find some pictures of my kids, maybe some nice headlines, maybe.
What? No, they wouldn't say that. Oh my God, that's so sad. He said there would probably be photos and how proud I am of him. What? Oh, that's so sad. That's so fucking sad. Why would you openly admit that?
And everything proved to be incorrect, fraudulent, made up, an absolute sham. They dragged this country through hell.
That's kind of sad.
And here they are
That's
again, raiding the guy's house. I mean, when do you give up? When do you say enough's enough? When do you give a human being, who fought so hard for this country, when do you give them the benefit?
He doesn't know you, little bro. He doesn't love you, little bro. I hate to fucking do this to you, but, rip the Band-Aid off right now at the ripe age of 43 or however fucking old you are.
In the lead up to the 2016 election, nothing happens to her. All right, take a look at your screen. We just got this in. Video of the raid this morning on Mar-A-Lago. You can see it right there. Cars coming in. Looks like dark at night again, early in the morning. But that's the only footage we have as of now. You don't make a scene at an airport to humiliate the individual for a misdemeanor. I would argue the same for a process crime in the case of Manafort or Roger Stone.
Okay, this is cucked. This is cucked. Now they're starting to recognize that like there's probably legitimate reason as to why this raid was conducted. So now they're saying it's actually humiliating that they did it the way that they did. They went from like this is totally unwarranted, should not happen, to slowly but surely easing into, oh, they just wanted to humiliate the president. This has been wonderful because we're watching like the 5 stages of grief happen on Fox News. You know what I mean?
They authorized something which has never, ever happened in American history. And the idea that they innocently, we didn't.
Conservatives are so awesome because they will be like, we need to defend the Constitution. But then the moment that like laws are used against them, they're like, throw it out. It's a piece of paper. Who cares? I wipe my ass with it. We need to literally assassinate the heads of the FBI. You know what I mean? Like the moment that someone like sneezes in their direction, they're like, okay, we need to jail everyone in the FBI immediately. Like it's awesome. It's so funny to watch where they're like, Constitution is nothing but a piece of paper. And the founding fathers were actually slavers, so they should go to jail too if they believe that Donald Trump should be investigated. It's great. This is precisely my thinking as well. If a president can unilaterally declassify anything without any process needed, which is the law, couldn't a president just say, I declassify this and walk with it? I think there are a lot of crimes you could lock Trump up for, but classified documents, that sets a precedent that could lock up most former senior White House aides. This is why I suspect the raid was actually about more than just the boxes, though related to the boxes. That's the suspicious part. Either the federal authorities are behaving in the most libbed up, awful way possible, and they're hitting the fucking Jim Comey style massive fuck up and, you know, basically offering the fattest of fucking dubs to Donald Trump, or there is something more to it that pertains to the information in those boxes that possibly has something to do with the January 6th committee. Because remember, they mentioned that Trump was under investigation last week. They wouldn't have done it without evidence. Exactly, that too. Fox News seems like they prepare for this, like the BBC has the plan for when the Queen dies. No, this is like, I've never heard so many people say this is third world banana republic shit. I've never heard so many people say this is third world banana republic shit over and over again. Hillary Clinton, Hunter Biden, third world banana republic. They literally had so many different fucking guests on to say the exact same thing, which is wild, especially because they didn't have this guest on, this brave patriot. I'm hearing from people on the ground that Hank Pecker has infiltrated Mar-A-Lago. Oh my God, this is the live view of Mar-A-Lago after Trump said FBI agents raided his Florida home. The hogs are already out there. Being a hog looks so fun, thinking you're saving dear leader by marching around with flags and other Q wine moms. Yeah, no, literally. They are, though. They are saving him. They're saving the country. They're preserving the constitutional republic, dude. I know this is like kind of a right-wing take, but like these motherfuckers are so jobless, bro. Why is it that people constantly complain like nobody wants to work anymore? It's like, what are these guys doing? It's a Monday night. They got no fucking jobs. They got no jobs. They're all fucking small business owners who don't have to fucking work early in the morning, okay? They're all motherfucking small business tyrants. There's a lot of HVAC repairs that aren't gonna happen tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Look at how ugly their fucking cars are. Ugh. God, this is like so weird. I mean, this is straight up a fucking cult. It's such a, it's a cult. It's like kind of interesting and fascinating to watch, but it's also the wackest. Like, how can you take yourself seriously wearing that fucking hat? You are doing the demise of America. You look at your hat, dumbass. What do you mean? Like, you can't be serious right now. What the fuck? You can't wear a comically sized hat and try to make serious statements about the fall of the American empire.
What do you want to know? We're from Reuters. Oh, cool. Just tell us why you came out. Because I'm fed up with all the fake news people, in particular CNN, and all the 99.9% of the TV people are against Trump. Is that for me to hold? Yeah, no, that's just just to. And all the TV people. All the media are against Trump, and I'm fed up with it. What do you do for a living? I'm an advertising guy. Advertising. And did you come out tonight after the news happened? Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of what's happening now? I think it's great that the people are here. I think it's great that the people are standing in the background of all the TV people, showing them how they feel. I think it's great that the public is showing their support in a public place, and nobody's invading anybody's space, which is important.
I'm just like, everything I say will be ableist, okay? I'm sorry. Everything I say, with respect to what this guy is saying, will be ableist, so I'm just not going to say anything.
And Kamala Harris is great at changing Joe Biden's diapers. And she spanks him for being bad, and then puts a nipple back in his mouth after she cleans him up.
Oh, you fucking got him, ad man. Bro, this is the Don Draper of this generation. Why aren't people... I bet this guy's marketing agency pops off, dude. Today's been one of the most fun news days in a long time, but you know what's going to be more fun? Tomorrow and the days following this? Yes. Especially when they, like, get better talking points and stuff, and then, like, the hogs start getting really riled up, dude. That will be sick. God, I love content so much. I mean, look, the inevitable decline of the American empire was happening no matter what. At least it's happening in, like, a fun way. You know what I mean? In a way that is very watchable. I'm in it. I'm in it for the content, baby. Tell people to follow the channel. Yeah, follow the channel, subscribe, ring the bell, do all of that.
Actually think.
And also follow my YouTube, obviously, for all the highlights.